Good morning, everybody. Ragnarok Ranger from the Ragnarok Theory, coming to you again this morning from the bunker. Transparency, we're still not at seeing the bunker. Absolute nightmare. We've had loads of stuff to do it out with, like some acoustic padding and all sorts of stuff. Because out there's a lot more noise. And guess what? Yep, every have stolen it. I'd say lost, but I've worked at the big super road and it's thievery that's going on down there. People aren't losing your parcels, either just don't care about your parcels or they're thieving your parcels. So I've had a massive dispute and I've had to have quite a refund because it's just, so all the stuff I had to start developing the bunker proper is just not come. So I'm very, very frustrated about that. On the other side of it, Royal Mail, who I would normally trust, did the same thing. I ordered a package from Polymath. They used to do loads and loads of survival tins. They don't seem to do much anymore, but they do this little survival cooker with gel packs with them and stuff, and they're quite... Anyway, I'd ordered one, and I got the Royal Mail tracking number, and then it was out for delivery, and then I got the day after, your parcel is running late, and it just never came. What is going on? It's like, this is the actual Royal Mail. I'm sorry, the standards are not acceptable anymore. You know, when it's just like, look at the way some of these people dress now. They've got no pride in the job. And a lot of them are agency workers. And, you know, they're standing in. They've got absolutely no investment in the future of the Royal Mail or nothing. And the standards are absolutely ridiculous. And I will say it out loud, I don't care. Anyway, I get in touch with Amazon. And Amazon were really, really nice. It just says, we are just going to refund you this because we can see on the tracking that you know what's happened. And then they also sent a message to Polymath themselves, and I got a very nice message in less than an hour from Sam at Polymath. So a big shout out to Sam, and they just sent me another one out. Now that's customer service, yeah. So I didn't get the original one I ordered, but it was the same object. It was sent out at a fantastic speed, to be honest. So no complaints there. So although Royal Mail messed up and the standards are poor, between Amazon and Polymath, they actually made me quite happy with that one because I have now got the object. I'm not going to really mention too much about it because it's something I'm considering a review on at some point. Anyway, so the truth is, the bunker at the moment is still in my home gym. And I'm just very cunningly disguising the gym as the bunker. And I know until I mentioned that no one knew. Right, yeah. Okay, what's happening today? It's a quick introduction, and then I'm going to do a loadout. I've not done a loadout for a while, so my EDC. This is literally what I take with me when I leave the house to work and stuff like that now. It doesn't include anything I might have in my pockets, like my wallet. It doesn't include my watch, which I'd have on my wrist. It's just literally what I'm carrying in that bag. And then at a future date, I'm going to go back into my car kit. I don't want to do that review yet because there's still a couple of bits and bats I need to add and replenish as well, like my tub of salt stuff that I carry for bad weather. I've had to use it in bad weather. Need to replenish it. Okay, so that's what's coming up. So stay with me and let's get this review underway. Okay guys, let's get this show on the road. The first thing I'll show you, because it's just popped off my bag, I'm going to have to put it back on, is my 252 metre archery award when I got it. That's on my bag, but it's just popped off. Right, first of all, I'm not going to mention too much about the bag itself, because the bag itself I've done a review on before, when I got this Maxpedition bag. Fell out of love with it for a while, fallen back in love with it, because it does what I needed to do for my work. Obviously, moley patches are individual choice. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take everything out of or off of the bag that's relevant, and then we'll run through it. So, that's just some dog tags and that. So at this side, the only thing that's really relevant is the Yeah, a little torch. The reason I carry this one is because it actually pulls down at both sides and it's got 2 lamps on it. I won't flash it again in your eyes with both lamps on. Okay, next thing, might as well check it out now. My Brita water filter. Never go anywhere without filtered water now. It's simple as that. I'm not drinking nonsense anymore. Okay, well, this back zip here basically is my life in my hands, because it's my journey slash diary for the year. I don't have what else in there. I was just double checking, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, and this top zip department here is medical, so I've got all my medications with me, and so much to help me breathe. We'll go through these properly in a moment. Okay, in this front pouch here, I literally carry power for my phone to charge up by USB or by plug. Okay. Also carry one of these little multi-tools on me. You'll have seen the type, quite inexpensive. You have a fire striker on them, and a little multi-tool that's also your striker, little compass on the end. You've seen this kind of thing before. Again, little light on it. Also, just because I've still got a couple of these knocking about and it still works, it is a pen. It's got the window breaker on it as well. So I've always found stuff like that really useful. I'm going to have to move the bag out of the way now to finish emptying it. Because in the main pouch, I always now carry my little Yeti, right? Because I actually have the privilege of working at a place where food is free, if I want it, although I take my own, and the drinks are free. We've got like a Starbucks espresso machine thing, so it's really good. The bags are just to represent food, because I always take a sandwich and a bag of crisps in that bag with me on a night. I've not bothered putting that in there because it's already made up in the fridge. And then, although they'll have first aiders on site, I've got my own first aid slash mini trauma pack in there. And then finally, in the little side pocket here, I have my survival tin. Well, my EDC version of a survival tin anyway. And my Victorinox. I think that's the version of the Huntsman. And then I've also got a lighter. No, I don't smoke, but the lighter's in a case. Yeah, so it's nicely locked up in that case. These cases, really cheap. Stop your lighter going off in your pockets. So that's what's actually in my bag. So let's have a look at a few things that are a bit more relevant to the game. Obviously filtered water, like I said, I don't go anywhere without it anymore. And my Yeti cup, and my medication and my diary. Yeah, that's just like personal effects that I need day by day. So I've got no choice but to carry. Again, I'm not going to individually split that all down. It is a multi-tool. Yeah, so I've got various options for multi-tools on there. Then I've got the Victorinox. This one I carry specifically because it has actually got the saw on it, where the other one that I've got does not have the saw, and it also has the parcel hook on this blade. Is this the one with the saw? Yeah, it is. Victorinox scissors and saws are second to none. Anybody will tell you that although it's not long, it's just absolutely fantastic. Point to note, if people going about legal EDC, right, the reason this is legal, it's non-locking, right, and it's a multi-tool. If you stop by police and they would say to you, oh yeah, but you could use it as a weapon, couldn't you? And you say, yeah, you could get arrested for carrying it. No, officer, it's a multi-tool and I use it for work. That's the only answer you're ever going to need. Lighter, self-explanatory, just been over it. Phone charger and lamp, yeah. Again, don't need to destroy your intelligence with that one. Okay, I'm not going to split this totally down. I might do a separate review on it at some point for you, yeah. But as you can see, this is quite a comprehensive kit. It's even got an eye shield in it. It's got stitches in it. It's got chest seals in it. It's got burns dressings in it. Yeah, it's got burn gel in it. You know, so it is actually quite a comprehensive kit. It does have a little tourniquet and a bullet pen in it, and a medical information card that I haven't filled in because there's just no point. Not many people are going to go through your pockets in first aid jobs. It's not my experience anyway. And then on the front, these are just some little cards that that's a pack of gloves in there. Then I've got a temperature versus height and weight card there. It's useful, that I've just made up myself. Hypertension chart, pain scale chart, yeah. Pupil size charts. That's just mass and volume. BMI, weight status. I don't really like BMI, to be honest. That's the other side of the pupil chart. Some conversions, yeah. And that bottom one, yeah, it's the indications for possible sepsis in somebody, which is quite important. Yeah, so that's my first aid carry at the moment. That's not my main pack, that's just my little pack. And then this is my EDC version of my survival tin. It's the one I carry all the time at minutes. It's got a couple of these little ranger bands around it to hold this in place, because obviously in a tin this size you can't fit a shelter element in, and I don't believe in not having some kind of shelter element, so obviously I've got the survival blanket. This is not one of my tins, it's actually smaller than one of my tins, but I couldn't resist it because it's got hoarding on it, so you know, I mean, I just had to have the tin with the godhead on. So when we open it up, the first thing you'll find out is how hard it is to get things out, because I've got no fingernails. So at the moment I've got a little Fresnel lens in it. That's been badged down again. Got 6 water purification tablets and a milliliter water filter for filtering water. Got a plastic bag for carrying water. A small fire making kit. As you can see, it's got fat wood, it's got jute, it's got matches in it, yeah, and it's got some striker in it, and it's got some wax thread in it, so I'm getting a fire, there is no doubt about it in my mind. Little fishing kit, line, hooks, lures, everything that I'm going to need for fishing, but I'm really rubbish at fishing. It's something I'm going to get back to this year and upskill on. Okay, and then I've got some nice strong twine and a nice big-eyed needle there. Yeah, the worst thing you can have is like a really stupid little needle, just as a bit of a sewing kit. My light source is just one of them little button lights, absolutely bang on for this kind of kit. In there I've got one pre-made wire snare. Yes, I do know how to use a snare, by the way. I just choose not to unless I really had to. A ferro rod, that bit of tape round ends just to have something to grip onto. Okay, little button compass, and this is quite an old one. I've had this for years, and it's bang on. It does work. Little knife there. It's not a locking knife, so it's totally legal. You can take it out, separate it, and it's got a carabiner on it. And I'm right. I've not tested that before, so basically I need to put another strike tool in there. I've got a load spare. Now I know I need to put one in because that knife's not going to do it. Yeah, should have tested it before I put it in, but this is why you have to review your kit quite regularly, because you will make mistakes, and that can cost you. And then finally in here, when you can get it out, is just some bits of first aid. So I've got some steady strips, it's got a wipe, a couple of band-aids. This is not going to be a major first aid kit for you. So that's what I've got in there at the moment. Before I pack this away, I'm actually going to go and put myself a separate striker in. Like I say, I've got quite a load of strikers, so it's not going to be a problem, but I was hoping that the knife would do that, because you don't really want to be using the blade. So even if the blade was to, yeah, it's just going to chip away, is that blade. It's not, and with it not being a lock-in knife, it's going to fold in on you every time you try to do it. I've got some really little tiny knives that they do lock on, that do work on these, because I've tried them before. Right, that's it. That is what I'm carrying every day at the moment. It's pretty comprehensive for a small tin. For someone like me who's been at this quite a lot of years, it's enough. If you're new to this game, that's probably not enough. You need the bigger kind of tins. So keep your eyes open with next month or so now for the new tins coming out and stuff, and a few kits being available again. So hope you enjoy this video. Hope you enjoy seeing what I had to carry about with me. Yeah, hope it gives you some ideas. Remember, you don't have to buy my tins, you don't have to buy anyone's tins. You could just go and make up your own tin. You know what I mean? It's cheaper. When you start buying things, you're paying for someone doing it for you, which that's fine. I don't mind doing that and selling these tins that I make up. But at the end of the day, it's just like, what have you learned? You don't put out in that tin. Am I doing myself out of business? Probably. Do I care? No, because I want you to be safe out there. And the only way to be safe is to make sure that you do this right. We don't prepare to survive, we prepare in case we survive. Survival is an instinct, and instinct is everything. Take care out there. I'll catch you all on the next one.